Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Our community time today is going to be brief, and we're going to hear from Samuel Schultz in Echo Magazine. And then also, I'll give you just a brief overview of what's coming later this semester as we get into February with pre-registration and signing up for courses for next year.
Good morning. I'm Samuel Schultz, and I'm here to talk to you about Echo. You may have seen the posters around campus, the black background with the blue and white lettering. Echo is an annual literary and art magazine created by students for students. It was started decades ago. Times have changed, and so has Echo. Now it's an e-publication, carefully curated by a dedicated group of upper school students. Echo is a medium for your vital expression. It's a place where voices gather to remind us who we really are. Intentional self-expression is difficult. No one wants to seem boastful. No one wants to be judged. Sharing one's art, one's writing, one's voice. For many of us, it's the most frightening thing we can imagine. But I'm here to tell you how liberating and meaningful it really is. You are being vulnerable, but there are an awful lot of voices out there who don't seem the least bit nervous about expressing their ideas. And not all of them have much regard for how those ideas contribute to defining their communities. They shouldn't be the only voices we hear. There are countless voices right here in these buildings that need to be heard. Our community needs to hear, experience, and celebrate our art and our stories. That celebration and appreciation has been in short supply in our world these past couple years, but here's a chance to change that. This is an opportunity for writers, painters, designers, sculptors, filmmakers, musicians, singers and actors, artists of all backgrounds and all talents. Starting today, the Echo staff, made up of only students, will be working to help you publish your work in our end-of-year online magazine. Be on the lookout for an email that details how easy it is to submit your work, as well as events during breaks and lunch periods. Thank you for listening. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me, Sophie Young, Greer Heritage, Nathan Beck, Preston Heritage, or Scarlett James if you need more information or you want to be a part of our growing staff of editors and contributors. It's been said that students ultimately define what kind of community they're a part of. This is a key opportunity to add to that aspiration. I look forward to hearing from you.
Now I want to take a little bit of time to look into course pre-registration for next year. This is a process that really won't begin until we get to the middle of February. But I wanted to let you know what's on the horizon and really the overall timeline of what will take place in signing up for courses for next year. As we begin to look at what pre-registration and course registration for next year are going to look like, I wanted to go over just really a brief preview. As we get closer to February, we'll go back over this in detail and all the steps that you need to do. But just to let you know, here is the calendar for the pre-registration timeline. We begin right now in January as our faculty are going over those course approvals for next year, really looking at leveling between honors and AP courses. One change that we're making this year, which is really an important change and not just a word, but rather than calling these recommendations, they're approvals. We don't want to suggest that for every class that you're approved for, you should take that class. When you put those together, especially that junior year, if you took every advanced class that you could, that's going to be a significant workload. And we want to make sure we're not suggesting that you should take every class that you're approved for, but that you can. And so you'll hear that. Teachers are working on that currently. That's not something that there's really a conversation at this point, but they're working on those approval lists. Those will go live in early to mid-February, and that begins really our pre-registration period where you will be looking to sign up for the courses that you want to take next year. We then take those requests and we put together really the master schedule, which shows how many sections of each course that we're going to offer and so forth. And then that registration period moves, we sign up for classes, and we look to see how can we resolve any conflicts that have emerged just from a scheduling standpoint, and then get those schedules to you as we head into the summer. In terms of that course approval date, that date's really Thursday, February 10th, when you'll find out what those courses and levels for next year's courses that you are approved for from your current teachers. We'll talk about what the next steps are if maybe you didn't get the approval that you want at a later date. Just a reminder, sophomores and juniors, right? So rising sophomores and juniors will be taking at least six courses next year. So 6 each semester. If you choose to, you can overload with a 7th course, and that requires a little sign off there and approval, but it's 6 courses for rising sophomores and juniors. Seniors, the course load will be 5 classes, unless you're taking all APs, 4 APs, which again comes with a significant workload, and so you could take 4 classes there. But that's the number of classes that we're looking to take each year as you begin to start thinking about the courses that you might want to take. There are also some tools that we'll be sharing when we get closer to that date. We'll have a course offering page which lists simply all the courses we offer. We have our 4-year planning sheet which walks you through what the graduation requirements are, right, per department as you work through those and you plan out those 4 years. We also have our course catalog, which gives a course description for each and every course. It also gives the sequencing in terms of which class do I take next and so forth, right? And then other electives offered. So these are all tools that we will be giving you as we begin that phase in, as I said, February, to help you really plan what courses you would like to take next year. And just a reminder, this week your SGA has dress-up days for hoop coming and the hoop coming game that's Friday evening. Well, we won't have the pep rally or the dance. Let's still enjoy this week and everything else that the fun entails and all the work that SGA puts into it. Thank you for your time and attention today. Be excellent to each other, and seniors, you are dismissed.